Okie dokie. My stream is acting a little glitchy right now, so. Well, you guys heard the boss. So we are going to, we will get started. Hi, baby. For whatever reason, the stream is running a little bit wonky right now. Hopefully it clears up in a bit. We'll see. But we're gonna jump right into it and open a pack for someone special, my sweetie. Okay, cool. For whatever reason, this camera just must be like on one because this camera is working just fine. But anyways, so it's one of my sweeties packs that she wants us to open. So I will go ahead and open this one first. Alrighty. Mega Evolution. Okay, cool. Thank you, babe. Alright, I'm just closing out of some tabs and stuff like that. I'm gonna get a new laptop here in probably a couple weeks when Black Friday deals start to hit. I need to get a better one. It doesn't need to be anything too crazy, but I do need to get one to Alright. Boop. So we got a basic energy, steel, Spiro. Ooh, I like this artwork. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Magneton. I think this is the first Magneton that we've gotten. Raboot. Ooh, Ivysaur. Nice, nice. Tinkaton. Ace Rollers. Mischief. I think that's how you say your name. Kadabra. Yes, baby. These are your cards. Yes, I'll make sure that you get the cards. I'll leave them to the side just for you. Oh, look at this one. It's so cute. Bunnery. He's so adorable. Looks like a little Labubu. Oh, how cute. Alright. Ooh, that looks pretty good. What is that? I don't even know. Garganacel. Something like that. Ooh, this artwork looks pretty good. Ooh, shiny. And the last one, we get a Xerneas. Whoa. I'm trying to get into some Areola Mischief. This card looks really good. I really like the way this card looks. Attack Hammer in. Alright. Cool. Well, these are the packs for my sweetie, my baby, my dear. Very good pack. Very good pack. A lot of good looking cards. Alright. Baby, it might be bedtime for you, but I love you. Mwah. 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 We'll be doing it again. We'll be doing it again tomorrow. Okay. I don't know if your mom's gonna let you stay up. How long she's gonna let you stay up, but that's fine. Okay, cool. So, well, we didn't do any like foreplay or anything like I usually like to do. That's okay. Open one more. All right, all right. We got one more. You missed two. Who did you miss? Gold Pizza Don. I'm not calling you Gank that anymore. As long as I remember to call you Gold Pizza Don, that's what you will be from henceforth. Gold Pizza Don. Are you talking about my daughter? No, she didn't stream with me. It was past her bedtime. No, but she probably will be tomorrow. Yeah, I appreciate her, wanting to get into my habit and my hobby and stuff like that. So I definitely want to kind of like, cater to that. But today was busy, went and worked out. As soon as I got back, I had some work to do, as as I caught you up on just a few minutes ago. But yeah, and then it just, time gets by you and it's bedtime. So, but tomorrow I have some time set aside. Ooh, tomorrow's tournament day. Ugh. I'll figure it out. I'll make it work. But anyways, I opened that first pack for her, and this pack, I guess her mom is letting her stay up for a little bit longer so we can open a second pack. So I will do that real quick, and I'm stalling. You're welcome, Mila. All right. Basic Electric Energy. Mantine. He got his little friend under his little fin there. He got a friend down there. Milk Tank. Shroodle. Heliolisk. Houndstone. They would just be throwing two things together. They're like, okay, a tombstone and a dog. Houndstone. Tinkaton. Look like one of those tops that fight each other. The Beyblades. Volcanion. Wonder where they got the inspiration for that from. Snover. Oh, this looks cute. This reminds me of like that, that Christmas movie, the old one, where what is it? Santa Claus is coming to town. That's what this reminds me of. I like it. It's a cute little picture. Delmise. Prepare to meet your Delmise. Clawitzer. Is that like a lobster with a hand cannon? Nice, nice. This one looks pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. Aqua Launcher. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. Oh yeah, this dude's like a one-hitter quitter. I don't know much about Pokemon anymore, but 210 damage. He only has 130 life. Yeah, that's what we call a glass cannon, for sure. Yeah, I like the way that looks. That looks just, that looks good. Alrighty, baby. That's the last one. I gotta save some for you to open tomorrow, right? Or maybe the next day. It might have to be Wednesday. Because I gotta hit that tournament up tomorrow. I gotta win one of these. I gotta win it. All right. So we just gonna jump into the thing. So it just must be, either I'm getting lucky or it's just meant to be. But I got another one. On the way home from the gym today, I was able to, I called my, I was driving home. I was like, bro, the gym is just, how two things get correlated with each other and then they're forever linked. So I'm like at the gym and I'm like, okay, this card shop is on the way home. Let me call them to see if they got any One Piece. I'm like, they can't have any One Piece. I just bought the only 2 boxes they had out yesterday. Called them, they had them. I was like, all right, I'll be there in a few minutes. And I was there in a few minutes. As soon as I walked in, she was like, okay, yeah, I know who you are. I know who you are. I love you, sweetie. I can't wait to come up and snuggle you and give you a kiss. But, so they had another box of OP-13. They did have PRB-02, and I got one. But we're focusing on this. Even PRB-02 is my love. I'm in love with PRB-02. I will always get a box whenever I can. But these come with the OP-13 during the pre-release. I'm assuming it's only during the pre-release. Maybe after, maybe once it officially releases on Friday, they'll stop giving these out. Or they'll probably at least give them out until they don't have them anymore. But anywho, they're still giving these out. This card shop was the card shop that I got that special Luffy hit, right? That $1,000 card. It's come down a little bit. It's like 850, something like that right now, which is very typical. But I talked to some people, and I do believe, just kind of like from doing my own research, that the value on this card is gonna go up massively, especially if I get it, which I will, especially if I get it graded. I've seen some similar cards that were graded and I don't know if anybody ever bought these or if people just were putting, astronomical prices on them. I saw one, it was a Luffy, and it was like $100,000. Some of them were like $49,000, tens of thousands of dollars for, was pretty consistent for these same types of cards for One Piece that were graded. So who knows if we'll get that lucky, if we get if we have the ability to get a card that is worth that much freaking money. But we'll see. I'm probably gonna send it off to get graded at some point in the near future, just because I'm excited about it. I do have 3 cards that are going through the process right now of being graded at PSA, and they should be coming back hopefully in the next few weeks. I did this way back in August, and they gave me a time frame of like November, sometime in November, and here we are in November, and I just got got an update like maybe last week, maybe it was Friday or Saturday or something. I got an update saying that it's getting close, so we'll see. Hopefully we get those back pretty quickly. All right, so the place that I got this pack from was the same place that I got the pack that had the hit in it. So I say all that to kind of get to the point where I don't know if this pack will have that actual hit. I don't know if that shop will ever get a hit like that, or that same hit from one of these packs. So I think it's very unlikely that shop. I feel like it would be hard for a shop to even have one to get one of these packs that has one of those hits in it. To get 2 of them would be crazy, and for me to get both of them from that same shop would be even crazier. So that's just me kind of like talking myself down, so I'm not upset if this isn't that hit, but it's fine. Like I said, I'm a very reasonable person sometimes. All right, 771. I think that's about what we weighed the pack yesterday at 771. All right, so we got the cool Sabo looking deal. So this is a reprint Sabo. We got the reprint Luffy. And we got the event. If I bowed down to power, what's the point of living? I really like the way they have these, what they did with these cards. And I really, really like the fact that they aren't just cards from older sets. They reprinted the events for each of the three brothers. They reprinted the events for them, which is pretty dope. And it's from this set too, so I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so no $1,000 card, damn it, but we still have opportunities for $1,000 cards. All right, what do we want to open first? Do we want the? So I didn't even go over what we were opening. So we obviously opened a couple packs of Pokemon Mega Evolutions. So we have 5 OP-13 and then 5 PRB-02s. Ooh, what are we going to open first? Let's open OP-13 first because I want to end on a PRB-02. And I typically will I'm gonna weigh them and order them now that I think about it. But I want to end on a PRB-02, and I'm pretty sure yesterday we ended on a OP-13, which isn't bad, but I just want to switch it up. Sue me. 2608, good number, I think. Who knows? 2608. So we'll sit down on top of that. 2620. All right, we got a little bit of a heavy boy there. 2610. All right, and last but not least, 2618. All right, cool. So we are gonna open. Let's see. All right, that means I need to weigh these two. I need to weigh these two and get them in order. Hold on, were these 26? Now this one says 2612. Damn it. 2612. Okay, these weigh the same. That's all I care about. I think they were 2610 initially, right? All right, 22 on the dot. So I'm gonna put these in order as well. 26 on the dot, or 22 on the dot. Another 22 on the dot. On the dizzy dot. 2207. 2207. 2207. All right. Well, scale. Okay. So I'm gonna move these out of the way. I don't want y'all to see what's going on behind the scenes. Y'all need to see how the sausage is made. Come on. You can do it, Eric. Rip open that pack. Rip that pack open. Alrighty. Okay. Saint Rosword. Again, I'm still trying to build my emu deck, so I am very grateful for all the cards that belong in emu. Marshall to teach. What does this do? Okay, so 4 cost, 5,000 power character. Those are always good. 1K counter, pretty standard stuff. When attacking, you may trash one of your character cards. Excuse me, one of your characters with a type. Okay, so trash it from the board. With a type including Whitebeard Pirates. Draw 1 card and this character gains banish this turn. All this stuff is really scandalous, right? You gotta sacrifice one of your own. You sacrifice something of your own to get a better effect, right? So like even as leader, you have to trash a card from your hand to negate the on-play effects from your opponent. Which works really well in the deck. Obviously, they have to have some synergy around it or whatever. But like you're sacrificing your own, your allies, you're sacrificing things in order to get that effect. And that's kind of what Blackbeard does, right? That's what Blackbeard does in the actual, in the anime. he killed, I can't remember who the guy was who had this or whatever, but, who had this fruit. But what the hell is it? Thatch. That's who it was. I believe Thatch had this fruit, and Teach did what he had to do to get it, because I think that was what's um, gonna separate him from all the rest of them folk. Ooh, we got another empty throne. Not too bad. I don't need more than one in the deck because you get to put it out there. And if I ever play another emu, then I'd play the one. But I really like the way this card looks. Like it looks like a borderless card. Not really a borderless card, but it looks like it has like more full art, even though it doesn't. But just like with the empty throne just sitting up there, the way this card looks really good. I'm a big fan of this card, the way it looks. All right, Curly, Kobe, paper art after image, and Arashi. I'm probably gonna be seeing a lot of that card over the next few months. Meppo, because of that guy. Gold the Rojar. A lot of Shanks. Ooh, yes, let's go. This is my first Saint Jay Garcia. This is my first Jay Garcia. So even though we got a leader pack, we got a card that we really needed to help build our Emu deck. So he is a 4-cost 5k, 1k counter, which I just mentioned. That's pretty standard, pretty good. If you have 7 or more cards in your trash, this character cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effects. How good is that? It's so good. Goodness. I just don't see how Emu is defeatable. It's such a good deck. All right, on play, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 5 Elders type card and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So this is just our searcher. Typically what you'll probably want to do is, play this early, get another one, play it, trash it if you need to with Emu's ability. I'm pumped. I am so pumped about, this needs to go, because that's the first one we got of that. I'm pretty sure I have 1 or 2 of those already, this St. Rosward, but these cards are definitely going in my Emu deck, which I am currently building. Where is Ollie? Okay, I'm trying to do wait a minute, I gotta get the light one. I'm trying to do a good job of keeping all the trash together. Ooh, our first PRB-02. I think this is 22 on the dot. So potential for a hit. Tony Chopper, not too bad. It's a very good card. 4-cost, 4,000 power blocker. It's a 2k counter as well. 2k counters, I say this all the time, but 2k counters are just always good. Like, it doesn't matter if the card is a vanilla. Obviously, you want to get the most utility out of a card, right? So if it's a 2k counter and it has another good ability, then that's great. But a lot of times you can get 6-cost 6,000 power characters with a 2k counter, and it's a vanilla character, and it's still usable in the deck as a 2k counter, right? A searchable 2k counter, depending on your actual deck. But it's a blocker. On opponent's turn, this character gains plus 2,000 cost. So it's a 4-cost 6,000 power blocker, because you're really probably never going to attack with this. So really, in actuality, it's a 4-cost 6k blocker. So dope card. Ooh, we got a Cavendish. Yes, let's go. The more Cavendishes, the better, right? This isn't technically a hit. We still could get a hit, but this card isn't actually a hit, which is fine because it's still super valuable. Like, it's a fantastic card. 5k or 5-cost 6k, 1k counter on play when attacking. If your leader has the Supernovas type and you have no other Cavendish characters, set up to 2 of your Don cards as active. So This card is just absolutely broken. It's crazy. So good in Bonnie and other decks too, but I'm very happy with that. All right, Port Gas the Ace, Corrida Colosseum, and then a Lucci Dawn. There's a dude that I go to the tournaments with on Tuesdays, so he'll probably be there tomorrow potentially. But anyways, he goes by Lucci Mane, and so one of the characters in One Piece is Rob Lucci, and he's kind of a douchebag, but he's really like service oriented. So I mean that by that may not be the best word for it, but he's duty oriented. I think that's a better word for it, right? Because he's a part of this. He's part of the CP0, and so they they're this super strong secret organization that works for the world government, and he's just like, dude, I'm following orders. I'm out here to do this because I'm following my orders, right? So, but I think other than that, he could be cool, but he ain't. All right, so fuck him. All right, so this weighed the same as the first OP-13 that we opened. Got a Brook, got another koala. I think this might be 3 or 4 koalas. I'm really trying to determine if I want to put these koalas in my deck. At least I don't know. I have to think about it, because I honestly probably could get more use out of this than the what is it called? Than the Karasu that I have in there, because this I can use it immediately, whereas Karasu I have to at least wait one turn before using it. But with that being said, right, when I swing with him, they have to discard a card, and if they need to counter, if they have 5 or more cards in their hand, and if they want to counter it, they have to discard a second card. So I just don't see myself using Karasu that often. It's probably because I think I only have like 1 or 2 Karasus in that deck, but we'll have to see. We'll figure it out. All right. Okay, a Saint Mosgard. I think I have all of him that I need, but I'll set him to the side just in case. I think I have 4, because I have 4 of a 2K counter, and I think that's the only 2K counter that I have right now. Morgans. I really like this card. Just a 3 cost 4K with the 1K counter blocker. On play, draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. Not bad. That's not a bad ability, right? It helps you cycle through your deck. Got an Odin. Oh, we can already see it. But good news is this is our first Jewelry Bonnie. I think this is the last leader. I think this is the last leader that we haven't had. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy getting, this Jewelry Bonnie. I'm sure we'll get a lot more, but this is a 5K leader with 5 life, and its ability is your turn. Once per turn, this effect can be activated when you play a character with a trigger. Give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to one of your leader or character cards. So this is yeah, so that's a pretty good ability. I don't know how strong it'll be. I don't know how many people will use it, but yeah, this is a card that I don't have yet, and I'm happy to get new cards. So fantastic. Divine Departure and a Monkey D. Garp. We saw me pull the Monkey D. Garp alt art yesterday. It looked fantastic. I think it was going for like 40 or 50 bucks. So that is wonderful. All right, so we got our second. I think this was 22. 22. Yeah, because I think the first 2 weighed the same. Okay, go off, King. If you don't want me to open, you just say so. Sheesh. Okay. All right. Monkey D. Luffy. We got a Hina. We got a Monet. We got a Dragon Breath. All right. Jewelry Bonnie. Where is this from? This is a promo. Okay. It doesn't look familiar because the ones that I typically get are the pirate foil ones. But On play, if your leader has the Supernovas type and the number of life cards is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's life cards, add up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less to the top or bottom of the owner's life cards face up. That's not a bad card. It's not a bad card. I don't think it will work super well in Bonnie, obviously, because it doesn't have a trigger. But you don't have to play. Every card in that deck doesn't have to be a trigger. Doesn't have to have a trigger. Okay, we got a Zoro. A Black Zoro. Kairos. God damn you, Kairos. You be fucking up my goddamn vibe, Kairos. Pulling that Kairos just be pissing me off. It's the worst super rare. It is the worst. Okay, here are my... Alright, are you guys planning on doing, running any special leaders in OP-13? Are you going to run with something that you have been running in the past? I probably plan on running Koala maybe for a little bit. Probably until I'm able to get everything for my, everything for Emu, which... I mean, it may take a while. I got 4 boxes of OP-13 now. So I'm sure that if I really, wanted to, I could probably pop all those open and get all the cards I need. I think the most difficult thing to get will probably be the 5 Elders. I think that I can't remember what the 10 cost super rare is. So I need to get 4 of those. So it's gonna be in this pack. My first one's gonna be in this pack. Watch. But I think that'll be the hardest thing for me to get. Everything else probably just kind of, will take a little bit of time. But let's see. All right, so this was a little bit heavier. So this one is a leader pack too. I'm gonna be pissed. So it better not be a leader. All right, Vegapunk. Fosa. Hey, babe. Another Morgans. Say hi. Momonosuke. Gum Gum Snake Shot. I mean, this card isn't this Gum Gum Snake Shot. Let's look at it. I pulled this card a couple of times during the release event tournament. So it's a 2 cost counter. KO up to one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 4 or less. So basically you have to KO a character that's already attacked. I don't know. Like that's kind of annoying, but I don't know. For 2 costs, it's like I'll just slap 2 Don onto one of my characters, but I guess this is like uncounterable, right? So whatever, it is what it is. Man, we got another freaking leader pack. Is that 3 leader packs? Yeah, that's 3 leader packs in a damn row. Nefeltari Vivi, and then a Gum Gum Don stem. So this Vivi is, I don't know if it's very interesting right now, but in the next set that's coming out, which is EB-03, I want to say. So it's the heroine pack, or the sect, and I mean heroine as in like female heroes. But they have a new Nefeltari Vivi leader that is coming out. It's red and blue, like the original one was. But this one has its ability is fairly similar, but it's slightly different, obviously. They're not going to do the exact same thing, but I think they're kind of just getting ready for that. So that's what that's for. All right, so these 3 PRB-02s all weighed the same. So we shall see if we get 3 hits in a row. I just don't want any more leader packs from, like, okay, I got all the leaders. I got what we needed. So I'm good on leaders. 3 leaders in a row too. That's kind of rough. Okay. Katarina Wine Mixer. Come on, we'll fight you. Basil Hawkins. and an IDO. Huh, I was sure that was going to be something other than just hot garbage. But can't win them all, as they say. Oh, man. I keep seeing the edge of the last card. All right. So let's see what we got here. Another koala. She calling me. That koala calling me. She's like, I need to be in your deck. Okay, 2 uncommons. Okay, nice. We got a Workery. Alright, 4 cost, 5k blocker, 1k counter, on KO, draw 1 card. This one, you have to have 7 cards in your deck, so its ability is if you have 7 or more cards in your trash, this character cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effects and gains blocker. So unless you get like a couple of searchers like right off jump and you go in like second, then you're probably not going to be able to have this card as a blocker initially. But 7 cards isn't a lot, especially with the way Emu runs. You trash a card and draw a card. And then we get the but Ace here said you deserve it. All right, so we got this Workery, so that's good. I think this is my second one of those. All right, we kind of dry tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All right, but we getting into the heavier packs. All these packs should be hits. They should be the hittiest hits that there ever were. Mateys. All right. Jory Bonnie, Nico Robin, Sonoguro. I don't know why I have this Italian accent. Rebel Army, Gravity Blade, Raging Tiger, really good card. Sabo, feeling kind of sticky. Bad Manners Kick Course, not too bad. This is like our 4th one of these, I think. So, I'll take it. I will take it. And the next card, weight is heavy as well. Ooh, we got a Shanks. The Shanks Dawn. So I will take a Bad Manners Kick Course. That's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, now we got the heaviest. We got the heavyweights of the night. In this corner, we have OP-13. Redback. No, that would have been cool though, right? That would have been real cool. Sunny-kun. Who the hell is that? Oh, this is a film character. Like, the film characters just, they're weird. Maybe I just need to watch all the movies. I feel like Sunny-kun is like, obviously it's the ship. But the ship, like, comes to life or something. Or I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what's going on. 1,000 Sunny. Okay. This card definitely doesn't go in the deck. I know it's a Celestial Dragon, but 2 cost 4k. I guess you can combine this with like York, because York is a 1 cost, and make this, you know, it's still 2 cost 4k with a 1k counter. So like that's just too much, right? So 2 cost 6k. Actually, let's say it's 3 cost 6k. That's not bad, because so you play this on turn 2, let's just say. We'll play this on our turn 1, right? You play this on turn 1. You don't got anything else to play. Then turn 4, you have a York. You can play the York. It gives one of your Celestial Dragon characters plus 2,000, and it's a 1 cost. So for 1 cost, this becomes a 6,000 power swing. Yeah, that's the only, but like having to rely on having both of these cards in your hand is just not. This is definitely a card that's probably not going to go in the deck. I'm sure it doesn't make it in. Blenheim. Man, he look kind of like me. Hold on. Looks kind of like me. He trying to. All right, I see he trying to imitate me. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, as they say. Meteor Fist. Lilith. I think this is the first Lilith I've pulled. One cost 2K. Sounds like a searcher. 1K counter. On play, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with a trigger, other than Lilith, and add it to your hand. Then place it. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. Okay. Activate this card's on play effect. Okay, so not too bad. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I think this probably works really well in Bonnie because you need to play a card with a trigger, and it gets a trigger. Her ability can be activated with this. So, I mean, really not on turn 1. Giving 2 Dawn cards to somebody on turn 1 probably wouldn't be great. But, like, at least you play this on your second turn. When you can actually swing, you can at least give 2 Dawn to your... You can at least give 2 Dawn to your Bonnie, to your leader, and swing 7 with just a searcher. Well, I guess you have to... The Dawn has to be rested, so I don't know. You figure it out. I'm not the Bonnie player. Okay, we got a Yamato. Yamato, not too bad. 5 cost 6K, 1,000 counter. On play, if you have 3 or less life cards, draw 2 cards. Then give up to 1 Rested Dawn card to your leader. That's just a dope card. I'm really surprised that this card wasn't Whitebeard Pirates too, because she's a part of Whitebeard Pirates, right? If I'm remembering correctly, I think she's a part of the Whitebeard Pirates. I know she's a part of. I know she's not just Landawano, but that probably would have been too OP for in Ace. I mean, you can still obviously play it in red blue Ace, because the card is just absolutely cracked. Red blue Ace only has 3 life, so you can play this immediately and have it. So just 5 cost 6K character, on play, draw 2 cards, then give 1 rested card to your leader. Yeah, that's good. No crazy hits, but that's actually a really good card. I was really hoping for one of those. I was really hoping for one of the 5 elders. But we have gotten a Bad Manners Kid course, and then an alt art for that, and then we also have one more of the PRB-02. Let's see what we have here in PRB-02. This was the heaviest of the packs. The PRB-02 packs. Man, I'm getting tired. My brain's getting tired. Alright. Slow Beam Sword. IDO, Perona, Godthread, Katarina Devon. Ooh, we got the new Jinbei. Not too bad. Don't know how useful this card is going to be. Maybe it goes into... I can't remember all of the blue... I can't remember if there is a Jinbei, but I can't remember if he's blue. It would make sense if he was blue. That makes sense. But there's also Boa. She's blue-yellow. So this could go in there. It says, on play, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 7 Warlords of the Sea type card other than Jinbei, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. So that's pretty standard for a 4 cost searcher. You search 5 cards deep. But this one also has a when attacking, place up to 1 character with a cost of 1 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. So, I don't know. Good way to get chump blockers out of the way if needed. Black Maria. All right, I'm feeling something. It's a Zoro. We're happy to get the secret rares. We're happy to get the hits. It's nicer when we get something that we ain't got, right? We've pulled quite a few of these Zoros already, but we'll take it. We will take it. We'll take 2 hits. All right. Ashikaller, and then a Calgara. Dawn. Ugh. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. We moved right on through that one, didn't we? Let's see. Do I got any other packs? That was pretty quick. It was mainly because at the beginning I didn't yap like I normally do, which is unfortunate because I like to yap to y'all. I appreciate a good yapping. I think we opened quite a bit. We opened 10 One Piece packs. We opened a couple of Mega Evolution, Pokemon. I guess we got a hit from that too. Don't tell Mila, but she's not getting this. This is a Gold Star alternate art work. I really wanted to open some Riftbound tonight. What do you guys think? Should I open a couple of packs of Riftbound? I'm kind of hesitant because it's hard to find any Riftbound because it's just very popular, and I'm not, I haven't checked many places, if I'm being honest, right? I just checked kind of my local card shops, and I know that they're going to be selling them at Walmart, and hopefully they have them. Hopefully they'll end up getting them at Target. The Walmart that's close to my house, I think that's the problem. Like, it just sucks ass. Like, the Walmart itself doesn't suck ass. It's a pretty decent Walmart, but it just doesn't have like a larger card selection like I've seen at other Walmarts. Like other Walmarts, I've seen like a huge entire display, like where it's the focal point of the whole area. It's not really an aisle. It's just kind of like an area. And this Walmart that I'm at is the exact opposite. Which is kind of funny now that I think about it. So I have a Walmart and Target close to me, and then there's a city called Liberty that's not too far away. It's about 25 minutes away from me, and they have a Walmart and Target that's in close proximity together, and they seem to be the opposite. Now that I'm sitting here and talking about it out loud, because my Target has a big display, a whole. It's not a full like aisle, but it's good half an aisle, right? Just one side of a display, or one side of a end cap or whatever. I don't know what the hell those things are called, but anyways, that's just dedicated to like cards and stuff like that. And so you guys probably have seen the Target before, maybe not, but yeah, they have like a nice display, that they have cards there full on and stuff like that. Then the Walmart kind of has like their cards, and I've not really ever seen any cards there, but they have them kind of like hidden in the cut. They not really, they don't really give a fuck about them. They may actually have another, like it's so small. Like I think that they may have like another, because that's the only place I really look for the cards. So they may have like another area. I've never seen it, so I really doubt it. They may have like another area that's like for cards. And anyways, back to my original story. The Walmart and the Target out in Liberty is like the opposite. So the Target, they kind of have like their cards hidden in the cut. Like it's at the front, but it's, kind of like right by the self-checkout. They're just kind of like on the lower rows. It just really doesn't seem like they're trying to like promote those, which whatever, it's their thing. And the Walmart has like a bigger selection of cards. That Walmart is the one that has like the basically the same amount of space as my Target does, the Target that's closer to me. But yeah, so what do you guys think? If I get just one yes in chat, I'll open some other packs of Riftbound. Yes, open Riftbound packs. All right, that's what I needed. Thank you guys. That's all I needed. I'm gonna get a couple of Riftbound packs. I'm not gonna open too many because I have to open a box, which I don't really want to do. I'm not super excited about doing that, but I do want to open some Riftbound tonight. So I'm gonna grab a couple of them, maybe two. Oh. Yes, Riftbound. Please. Please, with the Rift Bound. Yes. I'm super excited about Riftbound. Like I really am. Was at the shop today. Like I said, buying some stuff, and the lady was like, you know, I'm asking, do they have Riftbound? Blah blah blah. And they're like, no, we don't have it. They just did not print enough, and it's so popular. They couldn't even fulfill all of the pre-request orders that they had done. So I'm lucky, you know, it's right. The shop is right up the street from me, and I was super excited about this anyways. So I was up there, you know, a couple hours after they opened, the day that they had them. And what's funny is like I didn't typically they send out like a reminder email like the day before saying we have your inventory, we're gonna get it out to you. Or excuse me, we have your inventory, you can come pick it up. You know, we'll hold it for you up to 2 weeks. Typically, that's what you get, an email reminder like that, or just a notification saying that they've gotten it. I didn't even get it. The only reason I caught this was because I called up there because I was there Wednesday, and I've told the story a couple of times, but you guys get to hear it again. So I was up there on Wednesday, and you know, me and my wife was having dinner at a place that's literally right next to it. She thinks I did it on purpose. It definitely was an absolute coincidence. But when we got there for dinner, I was like, you know what? I am right here. I just expected to go in there, get a quick answer for something, and be out in 30 seconds. But you know, they eventually told me like they didn't have, or they probably weren't going to have the inventory for this on that Friday. So this would have been the 31st. So I was kind of bummed out. And so Friday came around, I was at the gym, and decided again the shop is on the way home from my gym. So I was like, you know what, let me just call them, see if they just happen to get their inventory in. And they said yes, they did get their inventory in. And I was like, well, at first I had asked them, did they have any Riftbound? And they were like, no, not really. We have like one box. She said like there's one box that we're gonna open and sell packs from, or whatever. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I was like kind of bummed. And then she was like, yeah, we only have, you know, what we have for people who had special requests for them. And I was like, wait a minute, I had a fucking special request. Can I come up there and pick it up? And so she looked up my information. Like, yeah, we have your special request. So yeah, if you come up here and pick it up. So again, they didn't really do a good job. Maybe they did it to other people, but I didn't get a notification. I just happened to call up there to, you know, figure out if they had these or not. But man, I'll be yapping to y'all. Y'all like my therapist. I'm gonna solve some childhood dramas with y'all and give you guys some trauma in the meantime. I'm gonna put my childhood trauma onto you. Oh, I didn't want to open this. You know what? That's actually a lie. I want to open every single freaking pack that I have in there that I'm just kind of like hoarding. But you know, I want to do it smartly, right? I want to have content for you guys. I want to because again, like, it's been very hard to open these. I think I got to keep at least one. Hopefully I can get a lot more of these boxes, but I have got to keep at least one sealed, because this is the first set of what I think is going to be an extremely popular game at some point. Because it's fun. The game is fun from what I've played. It's, you know, it's League of Legends, so it's very popular. Riot does a good job at making games. I don't know if they've ever made a card game before, I don't think, but they've made a card game off of a very popular game, probably the most popular game in the world. So, all right, one of the most popular games in the world. I don't know how Fortnite is doing these days, but FIFA, all that shit. Okay, pack number 1, 31.59. I'm gonna weigh a couple packs because I don't remember 31.85. So this one's heavy. This one's light. We'll open these two because we got a good difference. This one was the lighter of the two. 31.58 on that way. But let's see. Ooh, so sexy. These packs are so nice. They just did such a good job. This, like, everything is sexy about this card game so far. Like I brag on the way the art looks. Yeah, I brag the way the art looks. The cards, most of the cards, like I genuinely sometimes cannot even tell if between a foiled card and a non-foiled card. Obviously, there are some that are very obvious, but they do like a lot of other card games where they will, especially like Magic and Pokemon, they'll have like, you know, common cards, they'll have the variations, they'll have the foiled variations of it, right? And well, I guess they're doing that now in One Piece with the PRB-02s or whatever. But those are just like very, very obvious like variations in foliage. Like this, like if I put one of these foiled cards next to this version of it, it you know, I have to like kind of get in the light to kind of, you know, look and see and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this one is the foiled one. Like I have done that many times. Charm, this is a very popular spell right now. Hex Tech Ray. This is a 1-cost spell with a one. I gotta figure out how I want to like say this, like I do with the One Piece cards. I'm like 1 cost 4K with a 1K counter. So this is a 1-cost spell with one Fury Recycle, with 1 Rune Recycle, with a Fury Rune Recycle. Well, let's try that. So this is a 1-cost spell with a 1 Fury Recycle. Hextech Ray action. Deal 3 to a unit at a battlefield. That's actually really good. 3 damage for 1 cost. That's very, very interesting. Okay. Pit Crew. When you play a gear, ready me. I don't think I have one of these. So I spent a lot of time yesterday putting together, like organizing my cards. I organized everything. So now this is kind of making me cringe, unorganizing everything and having all this organized. Just kidding. But yeah, so I have a fairly good understanding of the cards that I have. Now these are all new, obviously, so I'm not 100%, but I'm fairly certain that I don't have this Pit Crew yet, because that one does not ring a bell. But this Call to Glory with the Trundle, this Challenge, I know I have both of those cards. Undercover Agent, yes. Vanguard Helm. All right, boys, see you in Valhalla. That's what that makes me think of. Just the gold around it, handing him a cool looking helmet like that. Wallop. All right, these are the uncommon cards. Fortified Position. When you defend here, choose a unit. It gains shield to this combat. Okay, we got a Misfortune. So I really like what they did with their legends, right? Which is like leaders from One Piece. I really like what they did here. Give a unit ganking this turn. So she does a lot with ganking. I wish the legends could do more, because it just feels like that's something that I like with One Piece. Like, your character or your leader has its ability. So same as these, they have an ability, but your leader can also attack, right? Here, like, your legend just has the ability. So it does half of what it's doing in One Piece. It literally just has the ability. So I'm just like, nah. But what I do like about the legends is that they're all foil, they're all rare. So that's pretty nice. I like that. Ooh, we got one of these volley bears, the champion unit volley bear. This thing's a freaking unit, literally. So it's 12 cost. So you only get 12. So you only get 12. I want to say Don, but 12 runes in your rune deck. So you really have to. Um, so you have to literally get all of your Don or all of your runes out before you can even use this. But it's a 10 cost or 10 might champion with shield +3, so it's basically like 13 might champion while he's defending. And it's a tank, so it must be assigned the damage first. So 13 damage is quite a bit of damage to, and this is really good with like a. So let's go back to like a challenge, right? So challenge is an action that you can just play without even having to, attack with him. Choose a friendly unit and an enemy unit. They deal damage equal to their mights to each other, right? So if you have a freaking unit like this guy here, right, you can do 10 damage to somebody to an enemy unit that's on a different battlefield. That's not even on your battlefield. So, yeah, this guy is. I think this is my second one of these actually. Because I remember this Gods Do Not Beg, We Take What Is Ours. But, ooh, we got another Super Mega Death Rocket. Nice. This card looks so good. So this is the second one of these that we pulled. I might have to try and play Jinx. I might have to try and play somebody. I don't even think I've pulled the Jinx Legend yet. I might have. But I've pulled a lot of Jinx. I put a lot of Jinx. So this is awesome. This card, it looks good and it's a good card. So it's a 4 cost signature spell. I don't know if that means only Jinx can use it. So it's a signature spell, Jinx. Again, I don't know if that means only Jinx can use this spell. So I have to figure that out. But you have to recycle either a purple or a red. Yeah, Fury or Chaos. I believe that's what it is. You have to discard a Fury or Chaos, not discard but recycle one of those, and the ability is deal 5 to a unit. When you conquer, you may discard 1 to return this from your trash to your hand. So you just get it back. Okay, I want to do another. If I have 4 more runes up, bam, I'm gonna hit you with another 5 damage and just smoke you. All right, then we got a Sprite. Obey your thirst. All right, cool beans. All right, last pack of the night. Let's get some last pack magic. In it. Something I have noticed is that I do get some good cards in the lighter packs for Riftbound. So it's not just the heavy packs. I think the best card that I pulled was in a heavy pack. I don't remember off the top of my head. But I think the light packs still have some good things in it. Brazen Buccaneer, Eager Apprentice, Clockwork Keeper, Disintegrate. I really like this card. Deal 3 to a unit at a battlefield. If it kills it, draw 1 card. Ooh. When you play me, ready another unit. Gust. What does this even do? I got quite a few of these. Reaction. Return a unit at a battlefield with 3 might or less to its owner's hand. I wonder... No, your might doesn't go down. Your might doesn't go down when you get attacked. So, I was thinking, could you, like, once something attacks and it gets damage dealt to it, right? Let's say it's a 6 might character, then it gets into a battle with a 3 cost. Its life goes down to 3, but I don't think that means your might goes down 2. But Call of the Week, each player kills 1 of their units. That is absolutely nuts. Monastery of Hirana. When you conquer here, you may spend a buff to draw 1. Spend a buff must just be like discard the buff or something. I don't know what that means, but I would be interested to know. Okay, I don't have this one. Banish a friendly unit, then play it to base. ignoring its cost. Huh. That's weird. Scrapyard Champion. Legion. When you play me, discard 2. Then draw 2. Get the effect if you've played another card this turn. That's what Legion was. I couldn't remember what it was. Discipline. Albus Ferros. So I've gotten quite a few of him already. Okay, then we get this Darius. I think this is the first one of these Darius's. What is this? A champion unit, 5 cost, 5 might, recycle 1 fury. Darius Treferian. When you play your second card in a turn, give me +2 might this turn and ready me. Ooh, that's actually cracked, man. So that's a pretty good card. I think I've seen this card. Ooh. And we get an alternate mind rune. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that looks so good. This is the second one of these I have. And I've gotten 2 of these so far. Well, 2 of the alternate runes. I had one of the mind runes, and then I had one of the yellow ones, which is like order, I want to say. And so there's like 4 other colors that I could have gotten. I'm very happy with getting a second one of these. Like, this thing looks amazing. It looks crazy. It looks like an atom, right? Like, this is the nucleus of the atom, and then it's just got the electrons and protons just spinning around it. Yeah, that thing looks amazing. I love the way this looks. So I'm very pumped. I am super pumped about this card. And it's going for like $20. I think this one actually went up to like $25 right now. So it makes it easier to kind of part with things if you have a backup. So, is this the last one? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, it's the rune of the deck, or of the pack. So very good, very good. I completely forgot about these until I just saw that. So awesome hit. Love it. It looks so good. It looks amazing. I love it. And we got one of these Darius cards, which I think is like one of the top 5 selling cards right now. I typically see this one on the first page too. So, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. It has been an honor. I'm gonna be honest. This daylight savings time is kicking my butt. Usually I kind of adjust pretty quickly, but it's only been a couple of days at this point. My body still says it's 11 o'clock. It is beddy by time. I'm probably not gonna go to bed as soon as I get off of here, but I am very close to that happening because I am super tired. But it has been a pleasure, like always, hanging out with you guys. We got some really good hits. So actually, before I get off, I gotta show the hits. So I don't think I got an actual hit. No, you know what? This is a hit. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna call that a hit because that is an awesome looking card. So I will show my camera again here in a second. We gotta show the hits. We got hits from 3 different card games. Man, it would have been real nice if we got something from OP-13, because then we would have gotten a hit from every different set that we opened. Okay, you guys should be able to see that. Maybe eventually. Shit, that shit is hella fucking. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so here we go. Here are the hits. So we got 2 from our. That's crazy. It kind of sucks for the future because we got 2 hits out of the box of 24, so there's 22 with 2 less hits in it. We did get the Garganisil. That's what it sounds like, with the ability Hammer In. This is a gold star, so that means it's like a alt art, full art. No, I guess this isn't technically a full art because it still has a border. I don't know what the hell that would be considered. Yeah, maybe it's a full art, but it's just not borderless. So it's something. It's a good looking card, gold star. And then we have a Bad Manners Kit Course alternate art. And then we also have the Zorro, the Secret 9 cost Zorro, which is, you know, the card is just super OP. But pretty good haul for the night. We opened 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so we have a little better than a 33% hit rate, right? So we're probably like, I don't know, between 33 and 40%. I don't know off the top of my head, but more than a third of our packs had some sort of you know, hit in it, which is nice. It's always nice. These two really helped, right? That helped the averages, right? So because we got 100% on that, but sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes it'd be the opposite. Okay, cool. Anyways, love hanging out with you guys. We will be back tomorrow. One of these days I'll open more of these Riftbound packs. I just have to get more. That's the thing. Like, I really want to open more of the Riftbound packs, but I just have to find some place where I can consistently get them. Because if I'm not able to consistently get them, then I can't open them, obviously. So, all right, cool. Well, I will be back tomorrow, and hopefully I have some more something, because I will be going to a card shop to play my tournament. So hopefully I have some cool shit to show you guys. But until then, guys, take it easy, and love ya.